Hello, I will try to show you what we last did on Wordfast Anywhere, which is the project manager. Wordfast Anywhere did not have any type of project like Wordfast Pro, so we introduced them just with little changes in our Anywhere way. I'll try to do it live just to give you some ideas. Okay, I was not there. The first thing is now every document belongs to a language pair, and the language pair belongs to a project, similar to Wordfast Pro. But I think in Wordfast Pro, every project just has one language pair. It's correct? I think so. In Anywhere, you can have as many language pairs as you want inside the same project.
You can have more than one language pair in Wordfast Pro in a block project. You can have a variant, US.
No, I mean you have. Well, I will show it now. Not variant, completely different. English, Spanish, English, French, Italian, any combination you want.
You can set the browser's zoom a little bit more strong. The zoom, it's the settings on the right. Yeah, zoom like 120% or more. Okay, fine. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? A project is needed, a language pair is needed, and then you can add the documents. If not, you have to create them. You also need a task. This is something new. And once the project has the language pair and the task, you can start adding the documents. Then, as you can see, I have on this screen two different projects with two different colors on the left. Project 1 is gray, project 3 is blue. This is because we have two different types of projects. The standard one, which is like the old version of Wordfast Anywhere, you can have unlimited language pairs just in documents inside the project. And they work just with one task, which is by default translate. It basically works like Anywhere before. The blue one that is advanced, you also can have unlimited language pairs. Documents, you can have 30. And the reason is because it is thought for project managers that works with, let's say, translate the same document to many files. So you need the document several times, one for each language pair. It has different status depending if you are preparing the project, you started the project, or you complete the project. And you can add 10 tasks. Let's say translate, review, quality, whatever. There are more or less, they work the same way, just they have some few differences in the use. The standard one, you can share the documents with other Wordfast Anywhere users. You can share the same document to many users. Advanced one, which is for project manager, is thought like to be a job, which is you assign a task to a person. So you get the document and you say, okay, I have a linguist. This linguist will translate. So there's only one share. Then the document will be shared to the reviewer. Okay, I explain a little bit this panel. You have the name of the project, some information, creation, language pairs, and the process, the progress. Then when you go inside the project, that this is where people got a little bit, they complain a little bit. You can see the project, this project has 2 different language pairs. Each language pair has 1 file. And you can see a little bit of what the file is, segments, here, words, and the process. This is the old Wordfast Anywhere. So it's more or less the same view. But as you have now different language pairs, the things got a little bit crazy, because you can upload files to all the languages, or just upload files to one particular language. And people, this button was only one, and it was on the top. We move it down. You have the language pair bar, where you can remove the language pair. And when you select the file, you can delete the file. This button was also on the top, but this we move it down. Something new that it was not before is that you have here the information about the TM and the glossary this file is using. And what things are a little bit different is on the advanced project. Up to here is more or less the same. And the first, these are on the top, you can see the task. As you can see, this project has 3 tasks. So I don't know. On this project setup, this dialog is the same for creating the project. You can choose the type of project. You can move from one to the other, except if you have, on advanced project, if you have several tasks, because a standard only allows 1. You can add as many language pairs as you want, and you can add as 10 tasks if you are on an advanced project. The rate and the speed, it is used to estimate the amount or the cost of the project, and estimate also the date finish, or how long it will take the task to be finished. The currency and the decimals options, this is because I don't have it. I have not prepared it. But with this dollar icon, you can see the total amount of the cost of the project. Another thing that is a bit different than before is that now the TMs and the glossaries are in kind of 3 levels. You need to assign, or you can assign, a TM and a glossary to the language pair. This will be used to any file that is uploaded by default. What if you want to change the language pair for a file? Okay. You do it just on the file. You click on the icons on the file, and you can change that. And the other level is this little line here. This is the project share level. That means that when these files go to the linguist to do the task, which I will explain just in a few minutes, the TM will be shared, or will be used to create a project TM and not share. The project TM will be shared, this one not, or just will be used to pre-translate and not TM is shared. And how tasks work in Anywhere? Well, you have this file and these 3 tasks, and you are a project manager, so you assign the task to a linguist. And something will, yeah, okay. You can only assign the task to a linguist that I will explain better the other way. You can manage the linguist in this dialog. You can add linguists for any language pair. We define like 4 default tasks: translate, proofread, revise, and quality. You give the linguist some information about the linguist, about the language pair, and which of the tasks can do or cannot do. The rate and the speed and the score values that you want that will be used later on the estimations of the cost and the finish date. Then with this list of linguists are the ones that you will use to assign the task. And as I don't have, okay. So I assigned this task, this translate task of this file to this user. And as I said that the speed is 1, it will take 9 days. But save it. You can see now the estimation of the cost. And I hope this works. When you change the state to in progress, this file has been shared with the linguist, and the linguist can work on the file. When the linguist finishes the work, revokes the file, and then comes back to the project manager. If there was here another, I will use the same one. When the project manager gets the file again, it is manually sent. The project manager can have to manually send the task to the next linguist, but it can be set automatically on the settings. So the project manager just knows that this file will go from one linguist to the other through all the tasks till the end. And basically, these are the changes. Let me check. The idea of the advanced project is that it follows a workflow that will be the PM creates the project, sets the languages, the TMs, and sets the jobs, the task, adds the files, prepares the files in case it has to be split or anything else, and then sets the right TMs because they will be used to be on the shares, assigns the linguist to the task, and then change the status of the project to in progress, and it goes from one linguist to the other one. We also added this purchase order, which is a kind of invoice. It's here. Well, you see just one piece. This text in the purchase order preview. This will be attached to the email when the file is sent to the linguist, and it can be used like a kind of invoice because it contains all the information of the project, the file, and if there are rates and total cost, it can be used like that. The project manager, these are always sent each time the file is shared.
Can you show how the project manager can customize
Yes.
the header and the footer?
On the user profile, there is this tab here.
So here you can write your own.
Yeah, the project manager can change. This uses some dynamic words like these ones.
So in fact, you can rewrite the whole thing, and what is between accolades are going to be the prices, the quantity of words, and these sort of things, so that you have more or less an automatic billing machine.
These things are this information that is on the project. I can yes, here I can do it. All this can be changed, and using these parameters, the parameters will be swapped by the corresponding value, the name of the project, the name of the file, rates, and cost.
So this is actually a project manager's tool, but a freelancer can use it to, if they want to automate their invoicing.
And that's all. I don't know if there is any Anywhere user here. I guess not. But if you have...
I use it to convert my PDFs.
The other complaints, okay.
I have one question. When I translate in Anywhere, are my translations then found on the web, or is this
Can somebody find them? That's the question. Can somebody see the see?
Yeah, because if I use Wordfast 3, and I know that when I put it into my Wordfast 3, it stays in my Wordfast 3.
Yeah.
How is it with Anywhere?
The same.
I can explain. It's an online tool, so 100% of everything, the document, the translation memories, everything is online in servers that we own and that we run. Now, we are committed, if you go to the terms and conditions in Wordfast Anywhere, we keep it short, it's very clear, it's very clear. We do not communicate, share, or recycle, or reuse any of your data in any sort of way. Of course, you only have our word, but being a translation company, if we broke our word once, we would be dead. Trust marketing. Yes.
Are you using machine translation?
No, not really.
Because if you use machine translation,
That's different.